Welcome back, everyone, to another segment of the MCR. Mac and me, my name's TJ. And in this segment, how can we not share our thoughts and comments on last week's great debate? It was something to behold. It was the debate that Biden got everything he wanted. He got the rules he wanted, the mute mics, the network he wanted, the moderators he wanted, the format he wanted. No one in the audience, no audience egging Trump on, except they made one mistake: the split screen. And I've heard a couple commentators say, whoever thought of having the split screen there ought to be fired. You know, it's like you were looking at the split screen and you saw two ends of the spectrum there.
Well, let me tell you why I don't think they should be fired. I think that's good TV. Now, if you're and they are in the
I didn't say it was bad TV. I was just saying whoever made that one of the stipulations.
Well, I see. But you know what? That's under the premise, and I believe it to be a correct premise, that it was for the benefit of the Democrat Party, which of course everything CNN does is. So from that perspective, yeah, it was a bad thing.
Yeah.
Although I thought Trump looked grumpy and angry at times.
Yeah, I had similar thoughts. I was sitting there. I watched the whole debate. I watched it on the Dan Bongino channel on Rumble. And as I was watching the debate, I was thinking to myself, I'd sure like it if he smiled a little bit. You know, that's what I thought.
Just had a relaxed face, I thought would have helped him out.
But the fact that Biden crashed and burned, is that really news?
They're all shocked and they're all, oh my God, look how he is. I think I said in our pregame talk here, what do they know on Thursday evening after the debate that they didn't know on Wednesday, Tuesday, a month ago, 3 years ago? We've all seen this guy. We've seen him fall down. He allegedly poops his pants, and who knows if that's true or not. But at the very least, he squats down like he's going to sit in a chair that isn't there.
Yeah, they call it the Biden stupor or something. I don't know. You can go on video and watch people imitating that.
Well, I chuckle, but it's not funny. It's Jill Biden and these Democrats are despicable people. It's elder abuse.
I was just going to say, in the aftermath of this debate, it's pretty much, it's been a display of, deceit, dishonesty, malfeasance, misfeasance. I'm going to include gaslighting. I'm going to include corruption beyond description, and I'm going to explain that. When you consider his administration officials, his department secretaries, who've got to be meeting and communicating with him, they ought to be, okay? Attorney General Garland, his chief of staff, Dr. Jill, his wife, the media, basically his inner circle. They had to have known this, going to their deceit, dishonesty, malfeasance, misfeasance, all of the above. You know what I'm saying?
Well, let's be clear. So we keep the record straight. She is a doctor. She has a doctorate in education.
Yeah.
I don't believe she's ever said she was a medical doctor. People just hear doctor and they assume medical doctor. That isn't the case. Although Whoopi Goldberg allegedly said that she thought Dr. Jill should be a surgeon general.
Yeah, and for the record, I was being sarcastic.
Right. Okay. But I hear that said a lot, and it's a misnomer.
Yeah. You get a PhD in whatever, and that makes you a doctor.
It does.
So it just. But these people, and you know what? The reason why we shouldn't be surprised is when you go back 4 years, he was campaigning from his basement, and now we know why.
Well, we
knew why, but this confirmed why.
I've been thinking about, and I hear this all the time, and it drives me a little crazy. at his age, it's got nothing to do with age. I've got an aunt who's going to turn 110 in August, and she's sharper than he is. It's got to do with cognitive decline. And I started thinking about, when did I first see it? And I'll go back to when the Obama administration started. And the vice president's job is to swear everybody and their brother in to their new office.
Uh-huh.
And Obama asks him to start the proceedings, and he's like, "What, again?" And and Obama looked really irritated with him. And I thought, well, they're off to a good start. Now I think back on that, and I'm thinking, was it evident then? Did he even know what he was supposed to do?
Well, in the aftermath of this debate, now people are kicking around the thought, is this guy even able to finish out the last few months of his term?
Well, we've said that time and time again, and we've done numerous videos on who's really running the country. And I've often speculated, I think that Barack Obama's got his heavy hand in there.
And that is a follow-up question to, can he even finish his term? And then, assuming he finishes his term, if he runs again, you wonder, how could he run again? And if he doesn't run again, what are the Democrats going to do? And, you and I have kicked around the idea of Michelle Obama being the heroine. And when I say heroine, I mean Heroine, not the drug.
Not something Hunter's probably been on.
Exactly. But there's a problem with that. And I've done a little bit of research. A fair number of the states, their ballots are set by state law now. And
here's the thing, though, TJ, and you know this as well as I do. When Democrats run into a roadblock, they just make a new road.
Exactly. Well, yeah, they do their own thing, whether it's legal or not. Yes.
Right.
That, going to another point of mine, the Republicans are going to have to dig in, which, I understand. Good luck them doing that. But, back to some of these states with their state laws, the only thing I'll say a little bit of research I was able to do on this, it takes either the death of the nominee, and remember, right now, both these guys, Trump and Biden, there's technically the presumptive nominee.
Well, here's the thing. It's a formality, and at least in the case of Biden, and I don't know about the Republican rules off the top of my head, but he's got 99% of the delegates.
Yeah. And you know what? And think about this, because now I'm changing gears here, but they stole that primary from Bernie Sanders back when Hillary was running. So
they create some super delegate nonsense, and that's, people have already said that's what they're going to do. But how do you do that when the primary's over?
I mean, that's the way these people do business. It's pretty obvious.
Well, and then the media will sell
they
it how
steal primaries, they steal elections,
is.
and just but with the exception of death of the nominee or the 25th Amendment, if the Republicans dig in, Democrats might be stuck in a thicket.
Well, Mike Johnson is calling for the cabinet to get together and kick his ass out of office. And of course, now nobody wants to have Kamala Harris be president because, quite honestly, I think she's a moron. But she does have the ability to be, I would tell you, maybe reasoned with by the Joint Chiefs of Staff or whom the hell ever.
Well, she has the ability to be cognizant 24 hours a day.
Yes.
That's maybe.
Do I want her leading this country? Hell no. But you know what? We're only talking a matter of about 6 months, 7 months now, 6.5 months.
Yeah. I read a news report that confidants, Biden's inner circle, are confessing privately off the record. Yeah, we knew he's been like this. You know what? Going to their malfeasance, misfeasance, corruption, and deceit.
Well, it wasn't all that long ago. Joe Scarborough was saying he's sharp as a razor. In fact, this is the best he's ever been. I mean, when they say these things, do they think people really believe it? And you know what? Maybe there are dumbasses out there, like the person you had a conversation with not too long ago, who really do believe it. It's all fake. It's all camera tricks.
Going to the media's dishonesty, and I too am familiar with Scarborough's little rant and endorsement of how sharp Biden was, only for him to just the other day say something to the effect of, he's not today what he was when I last met with him. You know, no one goes downhill in less than a month. Not like that, you know?
Right. Well, and I've heard it said by many pundits, Steve Bannon being one of them, that whenever they announce whatever tricks they come up with their bag of improprieties, whenever they pick whether it be Michelle Obama or Gavin Newsom, the media is going to fawn over them. And with Michelle Obama, she's going to be above criticism.
Oh, yeah.
Because she's black, B, she's a woman, and C, she may or may not be transgender. That hasn't been proven yet.
That's pretty much it. I mean, we can continue kicking the dead horse, but as I used to like to tell one of our associates, that's a rotting corpse at this point, you know. But I just have one last thought, and this is a drum. I've been beating, and I'm compelled to continue to beat. And I would just like to thank all you high road Republicans for facilitating this chaos we find ourselves in right now, all under the guise of restoring dignity to the office of the presidency. We
got dignity now. Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, every time I think about that, I just get myself worked right back up, and I got to do one of those ohms to calm down or something, you know.
Zen, TJ Zen.
Yeah, it just fires me right back up, these idiots. So that's all I got. Whatever else you might have.
No, I think that's going to call it a wrap for this one because we're getting long. But
okay, well, thanks everyone. Remember, we're on all the platforms aside from YouTube, who perhaps someday might kick us off. But we're on Rumble, BitChute, YouTube. I think Mac will correct me, MeWe, whatever else. So
yeah, those are actually social media sites that we're on.
Okay, but and Mac here, he's the media guru when it comes to all that. So anyway, I'll cease my ramblings at this point, and we'll catch you in the next segment. As always, be safe, watch your six, and don't tread on me.